Hello and salute everybody. Welcome back to Chatting with Nicole. So you already know what we're going to talk about. You already know who we are going to talk to. But this is the man that I've been trying to interview, talk to for I think since 2019. And you guys already know where I am. I am in Ghana, and it's because of because of him that I am here. So I have been through. You guys seen what you have seen. The conference, you saw that. You saw everything that we share with you. But there is something about this man next to me that I don't want to butcher anything. I want to make sure that I let him introduce himself to you, so that we can ask him a few questions because we can't leave without talking to him. So I want him to properly, people, you already know who he is. You know who he is to you, what he has done for you. We are in his town. We are in the, where are we?
West.
Eho West. And we are here in downtown. You are going to see we walk all the way here. We are in Accra. Those of you who do not know, not Accra, we are in Ghana. Eho town, the city, the capital. And it is right for us to be here. So I'm going to let him introduce himself, and then we can see how many questions we can get out of him before he has to run. So people are listening to you.
Well, welcome, Nicole. My name is Emmanuel Kwasi Bedzrah. In my constituency, I'm called Kwasi or for Emmanuel. That is how people call me. I don't like the title Honorable. I serve the people of Whole West in Ghana's parliament as a member of parliament for the people of Whole West constituency. I'm also a member of the ECOWAS parliament, being the representative of Ghana's parliament in the regional parliament or sub-regional parliament called the ECOWAS parliament, the community parliament. Mm-hmm. And so I've been in parliament for the past almost 15 years now, since 2009. Mm-hmm. And as you mentioned, in 2019, we were supposed to have a conversation. Unfortunately, I had to run away, and I'm here. And today you've caught me. So yes, we moved from Accra since you came. Mm-hmm. We had a conference called a Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference, made up of Commonwealth Parliament, mm-hmm. Which we hosted a 66th anniversary in Ghana, mm-hmm. Hosted by the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, and the guest of honor was the President of the Republic of Ghana. Mm-hmm. Alongside, we also had our extraordinary session, extraordinary session in Winneba, mm-hmm. Which also took place just last weekend. And from there, we came to my constituency where we have different festivals. We had the Yam festivals, we have Dunenyo festival, mm-hmm. We have all kinds of festivals in the constituency. The constituency is made up of 16 paramounces. We have 16 traditional areas, mm-hmm. And then we also have 25 electoral zones or called electoral area. And so it's my constituency, Whole West, made up primarily of traditional areas put together. So you can move from one town to another town in different constituency, mm-hmm. which form part of Whole West constituency. Mm-hmm. Whole West constituency is blessed in the sense that we have tourist attraction. In one part of the constituency, we have the second highest mountain in Ghana called Mount Gemi, mm-hmm. or Gemi Mountain. Mm-hmm. Then we also have a waterfall there. We also have a canopy walkway. Mm-hmm. We are also blessed with a monkey sanctuary where you have monkeys and natural monkeys living in the constituency. Mm-hmm. Then on the other side of the constituency, we have what we call Kalakpa Game Reserve. Okay. You've not been there. Mm-hmm. Kalakpa Game Reserve is a forest reserve, mm-hmm. where we have all kinds of natural habitat animals, mm-hmm. and over living there. We have the buffaloes, mm-hmm. we have deers, and we have all kinds of animals, antelopes, all living in that game reserve. Okay. And so Whole West is really blessed. There are about 3 different waterfalls. And we also have caves, ancient caves, where our forefathers lived. About 3 different caves. We mm-hmm. have one in Chito, one at Palegan, mm-hmm. another one at Poeta in the Ashanti Poeta area. Mm-hmm. And so we have for where our forefathers sleep, we have traditional caves that are there for people to see.
Okay.
And so Who West is blessed with the traditional tourist site that you can come and enjoy and have serenity, especially if you are tired of being in the US and you want to come. Who West is the best place. We have hotels around, dotted around, from the capital of Hawaii, Joliquita, to the capital of the region, which is the whole where we are now currently. It's just about 15 minutes drive. It's not far at all. We are very close to each other, and therefore you can even stay at home and move to the Joliquita or any part of the whole West constituency. And so whoever wants to come and enjoy himself or herself, you are welcome to the whole West constituency or the whole West district. We are people who love people. It's a constituency that that is hospitable. We accommodate people. We love people. We welcome anybody at all into the constituency. Just that we want more development. We want people who are coming with business ideas. There are businesses around you can go into, especially the tourist industry, where people can develop hotels, you can develop rest areas, you can develop food chains for people who, and also create a tourist hub where people can travel all the way from wherever they are and come to the whole West constituency to come and be blessed. So there are businesses in the whole West constituency. Then we also have arable lands. We have traditional, we have brown rice in the Vatima area where people can come and grow brown rice. Coffee also grows up there, cocoa, and those who are into cassava, who want to produce cassava for gari or ethno or for any industrial use, there are lands there that you can get to produce those items. We can also rear animal, kettles, goats, anything that you want to rear, or any animal that you want to go into. There are poultry farms around, we have piggery around, and so whole West is a diverse area where people can either come and invest. They can come from ecotourism, or they can come and just for leisure. You can come and buy land here and build here and settle in whole West, or come anytime you want to come. You can create your own business hub here. And fortunately, we have all the services. We have the electronic services. If you are interested, as you can see, it's live. You have you can hook onto the internet, because we have the fiber optics passing right through the whole West constituency. So, and it's stable. We have electricity, we have water, what have you. Everything that you need is in whole West. The only thing is that the road is not too good. But we are working on that.
Okay, it sounds like he gave us everything. He literally just gave us everything, my question. So he already sold a whole West to you. So you already sold on that. So we're not going to ask much questions about a whole West, because he gave you the whole package. Now, what I noticed since we got here is you just been running around from one place to another, one activity to another. There's festivals, there's funerals, you have to represent, you have to do this, you have to do that. And just you are one. And you have to go through every single one of these, do the best that you can. And what I have noticed is everybody knows you. You know everybody's name, especially the young ones, the young ladies and young men. I see how they come and hug you. The old ones, they come and hug you, they call your name, they respect you. What does your town mean to you?
Well, like I mentioned, whole West is made up of 16 traditional areas, and we have different languages. Abatime, for instance, speaks Sidime. They speak different language, and other towns speak Bedouin, different language as well, different Bedouin language. And so for anyone to be accepted to be a member of parliament for a period of 15 to 16 years and still counting, and it means that you endear to the people. It means that people like you or they love you, and they appreciate what you are doing. And so it shows clearly on my interaction with the people. I have made it a point that I am not there for myself. These are the people who sent me to Parliament, and so I need to serve them, not to lord over them. And so you can see from my interaction with them, I want everybody around. I want to hug people, I want to shake people, and that is all humanity is about. It's not about lording over people. It's not about taking credit for all you've done or taking credit for what you've not done. It's all about humanity. Be there for the people. In this part of the world, what people know and appreciate is when you hug them, when you know them by their name. Even if there are 100 people, I can mention everybody's name, because you need to commit their names into memory and be able to appreciate and have that affection with them. As soon as they see you mention their name, they know you know them. And so everywhere I go, I try as much as possible to memorize their names and then give them that affection. People are going through a lot of things. As you can see, people are going through financial problems, people are going through emotional problem, marital problem, and they are looking for somebody they can talk to. But if you make yourself so high that they cannot approach you, they cannot come close to you, but they have voted for you too, then it means that you are disconnected, you are not closer to the people. And so I have made it a point that anytime in the constituency I'll go around, this is a festival, I'll go there, and whoever wants to come, can be a cripple, whoever a sick person, and you want to come close, my doors are open. Some will say that you are doing it too much. Yeah, sometimes when I'm busy, I delegate, I ask my office to do it. But when I'm around and people want to see you because they voted for you. And so I take it upon myself to go around and share. There are days that there are no festivals, there are no funerals, there are no weddings, there are not anything, but just go around. Like for today, for instance, I have to bring in an NGO to train single mothers who do not have anything to do, to train them and prepare them for their future, to give them something that they can hold on to and also become a better person in the future. And so they started that project this morning at Avawi. I know they will go through for the rest of the week. We'll go to about 4 or 5 towns. It's our anticipation that we'll get not less than 80 people, train them and give them some training so that they can also become a good person, or they can be somebody in the future.
So, and I noticed also in your speeches, you are big in on education. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Education is my main thing that I have decided that I was going to build my political career on, because I've noticed that without education you cannot go anywhere in life. Yes, indeed, our forefathers, our forebears, it's not all of them that were educated, but if you really want to go forward in life, you must, give yourself education. And so I have made it a point to give scholarship to people. I have trained a lot of people, both out within Ghana and outside Ghana. Currently, to my credit and to the credit of my office, we've trained not less than 40 nurses, professional nurses who are currently working in the various parts of the country. We have trained 5 medical doctors, we have trained teachers, we have trained all kinds of people and we have even trained people who are now in the military. Somebody that would train in trumpeting, blowing of trumpet. Today he's found himself to be working in the Ghana Armed Forces. And so, yes, we've trained a lot of people. Why? Because if you know that education is the pivot for education, for development, you will put your money where your mouth is due. And so I've decided to invest more in education than even physical infrastructure. People want to know why are you not building, doing more of physical infrastructure. And I tell people that, look, if you train people and they go out there, they will come back to develop their community. And so I have decided to do more of putting investment in education, which might look as soft investment, but it is paying now, because a lot more people are now working on their own. They have their own employment, and they are also helping their communities.
So what is this one misconception that people have about you that you want to clarify?
Well, the misconception simply means that you have stayed there for too long. I mean, give opportunity to others. That's some few people, not everybody. And the other one has to do with the fact that this man is a man of God. And so everything he do, he give credit to God. And so people begin to find out, what is wrong with this guy? How can a Christian be a politician? And so it creates some problem for me, you know, because when you go to traditional leaders where you are supposed to even, you know, pour libation and do things, you are seen as not necessarily accepting to do that, you know, and so it creates problem for me. That's the one part of the misconception people have about me, because they don't understand where I am coming from.
Right.
And when I'm going, the Bible says that you are like the wind being moved. You don't see where it's starting and where it's going, but that is how it's created. That's the first part. The second part has to do with the fact that, you see, as we have young people growing up, some I've been in Parliament for almost 16 years now, and those who will be voting for me now currently, maybe there were 2 years when I became a member of Parliament. So next year there'll be either 18 or 20 years, or 4 years when I became a member of and so they are now getting to know me. And they ask themselves, is it the only person who can do it? And so they want the MP to be more connected to them. You understand? So how do you get connected to them? You get connected to them when you are around. But if I'm not around and have to serve the nation either at ECOWAS or in Parliament, it means I may not be able to, you know, effectively be there for them at all times. And so you have to send people for programming and so on and so forth. And so the misconception sometimes that, oh, we don't see him often, you know, we don't see him often. And so it creates problems one way or the other for me as well, because you cannot divide yourself into three. So one, the religious background that people do not understand, because they think that you should also be as them, and then you are way above. You don't want to do the things, some of the things that they do. And then also people want you to be there at all times. The last one is that people think that you are rich. I mean, members of Parliament are very rich, or political elites, political office holders are very rich. So as soon as they ask you for something, they want you to, you know, do it for them. Unfortunately, it's not like that. We are also human beings. Sometimes I get broke to the core that I may not even have money. Even if I have money and you are giving it out, you know, the money will get finished at long run. And so if you're not able to satisfy the needs, the usual needs of, you know, people around you, it creates problem for you that, oh, they say this man is wicked, he doesn't want to give us money, or you're asking something, he's not able to do it for you. And so they are all part of the perception around not only me, but many members of Parliament and political elected people.
So thank you very much for that. And we spoke about your faith as a Christian.
That will be for another
conversation we're going to have. So I know I want to ask you, because you do have to go. What is the conference that we went to, CPC? What hosting CPC in Ghana means to you? Means to Ghana?
Ghana, good. It brings a lot of investment. It brings the opening up of the nation. There are people who came there. We have over 600 delegates from all over Commonwealth countries who are members of Parliament and parliamentary staffers who came to the CPC. CPC means Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference, but it's the main conference organizers were the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, and so all the Commonwealth countries that has a parliament, they congregated in Accra, Ghana, to host this program or to have this program. And so it's brought in over 600 delegates from around the world who are members of Parliament. Some might not even been to Ghana before. And as you interview some of them, they all spoke about the hospitality of the people. And some would like to come back again. When they are coming to invest. They are coming to, they bring in money to there will be revenue, in the long run. I'm sure the last week's conference will create some opportunity for people to make people get money. Even it's even an artifact that they have sold to people.
That's true.
That will also create a revenue stream for the people living around the conference center. And so, and the hotels as well. You realize that all the hotels were booked.
They were.
The hotels were all filled up.
Yeah.
because people were in Ghana, or
Right.
600 delegates were in Ghana.
Right.
And so it has created that. Two, it has opened up the country as well.
Okay.
Open up the country because as people watch the YouTube, they watch the videos,
Mhm.
they know where Ghana is located.
Right.
Some have not even heard of Ghana before,
Right.
but they've realized that Ghana is not, we are not living on trees as people
Right.
might perceive us.
Yeah.
And that we are living on trees. We don't wear dresses, but as you can see, we are wearing fine dresses. We have towels, and the country is beautiful.
Yes.
And so you can come. So it's opening up the country as well.
Okay, so I cannot let you go without talking to you about CEANA.
Yep.
So you were at CEANA.
Oh my.
We hosted 2023 Atlanta, Georgia. So what is your thought? What did you think?
I must say that CEANA, this year CEANA topped it all for the past 30 years, right?
Yep, it was the 30th.
Yeah, 30th anniversary of CEANA. Atlanta topped it all. I mentioned it and I said it and I'll say it again. I've been to CEANA all over. I was at Houston last year, Houston, Texas last year for the CEANA. I didn't see the enjoyment, the theme, the celebration, you know, the atmosphere. You guys did all. Atlanta did very well. One of the things that I love about Atlanta is the fact that it's so greenery. The woods are there. You know, the trees are all beautifully there, manicured. You know, you love the place. You feel home, like you're in Africa. And so yes, CEANA Atlanta was the greatest. I hope that is it Minnesota? Oh, Denver, Colorado will also be better than Atlanta. I hope so.
We'll have to find out.
We'll be there to check before we go back to Dallas, Texas in 2025. Yes. So, yes, Atlanta, you did all. Let me use this opportunity to congratulate all the planning members of the planning committee, especially the chairman or Association of Atlanta, Dr. Kabwa.
Dr. Kabwa, yes.
I want to congratulate him. He did very well. He did extremely well. It was beautiful. Yes, and even to the extent that he was able to pull the Speaker of Parliament from Ghana to come and witness
we were honored.
It was awesome. It was an honor to have a whole Speaker of Parliament from Ghana's Parliament to be the chairperson of the 30th anniversary. Yes. It was superb.
Hey, okay. All right. So what is your last remark for us?
Well, let me thank you so much for coming. It's been awesome having you for this past few days in Ghana. You have seen Ghana, you've seen it all, even though you've not been to all the places in Ghana, but at least you have enjoyed Ghana, and I'm sure you take Ghana back with you to Atlanta and to the US, and also you also sell Ghana and properly Ghana.
Yes, yes. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say to the people out there?
Well, as many people are watching this video, this is Emmanuel Bedzrah. Continue watching and subscribe. Ask others also to subscribe to this YouTube and let it spread the news.